Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Legion Lads. I'm your host, JR. Today we got Nick. What's going on, Nick?
Just back from CarlCon.
Yeah, man. Did you have a lot of fun? I know we talked about
Yeah,
off cam, but
yeah, no,
yeah.
yeah. It was a lot of fun. All four of us went. It was a great time. Yeah,
Now I know you like to lose your first match, so you
I
can
do.
kind of coast, right?
Yeah,
Do you feel like that accomplished?
yes, I lost my first match, but
Yeah,
not, but to know of my doing because the player I played was a very good player.
sure.
What he won? The My first match was the gentleman that won CarlCon last year, so he's a very highly ranked MCP player, um, Danny Modesto, and yeah, and it was actually kind of funny. I just heard him today on his podcast
Yeah.
talking about CarlCon, and he starts talking about his first game, and it's so funny when I hear good players uh, talk this way because he's like, oh, play this guy, he brought this, but then he did something interesting. He did this instead of this, and it's like, and it's so funny because he's like trying to figure out, oh, what is he doing? Like, does he have a
Yeah.
plan? It's like, no, I don't have a plan. It's like, no. It's like I did that because I don't know what I'm doing and didn't have a plan. It wasn't some grand scheme. Yeah, and he beat me pretty thoroughly. So
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna watch this, but I know what you mean, my man. When I play Nick too, I'm just like, what is his plan? What's he doing here? And then he's just like, I'm just doing stuff. I'm not doing
yeah.
anything in particular, which is effective because you know how the whole idea of like, I know what you should be doing, but when you
Mhm.
don't do it, I'm just like, what's he planning? And it throws your own game off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But it
but
was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
good, good. A couple announcements. March 21st, Bakersfield is having a tournament, and some of the local boys are going to be going up there. So, any of our local listeners want to tag along, let us know. That's going to be March 21st. And Roman had announced the Legion Lads Spring League. It's going to be taking place on March 20th until March 20th until June 20th. And the way he's doing the league this time is not only are you gonna, it's gonna be based on points, and there is no first, second, or third. It's whoever has the most points at the end. And the way you get the points isn't just by playing games, winning and losing. It's also like location, um, painting up your own models and stuff like that. So for our locals listeners, don't be intimidated. It's not a base like whoever wins the most. It's whatever you can do to win these points. So I highly encourage you to go check it out on our Discord. And if you're part of the Facebook group and the chat, go ahead and look at it too, because it's a lot of cool ways to get points. So you don't feel like you got to be the very best or take the very best. You just play games. So I'm excited for that to come.
Yeah,
Um,
it looked like fun.
yeah, yeah, it looks a lot of fun.
It's gonna be tough though because I'm gonna be in three different leagues now.
I know. I feel bad because like I'm in the Shatterpoint League and I'm trying to get my games in and schedule those games, and we get 2 weeks to schedule those games. I'm just like, okay, juggle this, and then I'm thinking, like, man, people that are in multiple leagues, how do they even do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm
So
doing the MCP, the SharePoint now. I'll be doing the Legion.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All overlapping each other. Ew,
Yeah,
get that? Good, good.
it'll be
Oh,
good. It'll actually get me to play some games.
yeah, yeah, yeah. With that being said, we got some news for you guys for Star Wars Legion. A lot of announcements for AMG. So we're gonna hit each and every one of those. The first one we're gonna hit is AMG announces that Shatterpoint is going on the back burner to focus more on MCP and Legion.
Think more appropriately, Asmodee announced.
Yeah, yeah, they pretty much told AMG what they need to be doing, right?
Well, yeah, the parent. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think that is?
Well, I don't know if we totally know yet. They specifically said that SharePoint will be a specialized game and not their flagship games, right? So it's gonna be a specialized game, and we don't know what that means. And obviously, you've seen tons of reaction to this.
Oh
Some
yeah.
people, burning the house down because of it. Some people being a little more cautious. I think, uh, you know, what we see at Adepticon will tell us something, right?
Right.
You know, we already know that we have some stuff coming, right? They already showed new units coming at Maze Drive. Will they show us anything that we haven't seen at Adepticon? Because so far there hasn't been an Adepticon or Maze Drive where they haven't announced something else new that's
Right.
coming that we
Hmm.
don't know of. And I don't want to say it's, I definitely don't want to say it's dead or anything like that, but that was kind of looking back, that was kind of the indication of X-Wing
That's what I was gonna
when they
say.
when they did Adepticon and they had nothing for X-Wing, and that was kind of like, oh, looking back, it's like, oh, that was the sign that it really was dead. So until that happens for Shatterpoint, I don't think it's dead. Um,
Let
and
me be devil's advocate here because I remember that when they got Armada, X-Wing, and Legion, and they pretty much said right off the bat, "Hey, Armada, we're just gonna put a pause on that. X-Wing, we're not gonna fully support right now." And then Legion, obviously, they did stuff with Legion. So like to me, this kind of like mirrors the announcement for X-Wing. Like, hey guys, we're still gonna be focusing X-Wing, but not that much. And then we fully got the slowly got the coffin, right?
yeah, that's what they said. And then they didn't have anything new, and then that was kind of it. But so let's see if that happens because I have a feeling I'm hoping it's not. I have a feeling that it's not. Um, you know, it's actually, I mean, and as somebody that doesn't make Shatterpoint, it's my soul game, right? I play other games. I can see how maybe some people out there might feel a little differently about this, but they came out with so much so fast. There are I didn't even I have not even bought everything, and I
Mhm.
still have models I've never played.
Yeah.
I have models I've played once, right? So because they came out, there's like 40 plus boxes that came
Oh,
out.
yeah. There's a
I mean,
lot.
tons. So let's say, and they did say in that announcement there's still going to be balance pass.
Mhm.
They said they're still going to update cards. Let's say the year is there's 2, 3 releases, a year. That could work. That could work with a balance pass just because there's so much out already. Like they don't need to come out with 10 more boxes. Like that's not even necessary.
Sure.
So, and from this I was looking at, what has been released this last year. Like what has come out, and to be honest, if you don't count the repackaging, not a lot came out from EMG last year as a whole across
Yeah.
all 3 games. I think there was only like 6 MCP boxes that came out last year, and there was like 4 to 6 Shatterpoint.
Like
I think actually the most was Legion.
for new stuff.
New stuff. Yeah.
Well,
Because
because I was thinking about it, I was just like, Shatterpoint must not be selling well. Because
I
if you think about it, right, they come out with one box of a squad, right?
mhm,
And all you need is to buy that one box and you're done.
yeah.
Legion, you got to buy multiple boxes of a unit to fill up the ranks. MCP, they're on a one character, and I know that's not true for purchasing wise, but one character development where they could bump out characters if need be and different versions of those characters. I mean, they could do that with Star Wars, but when they go to the designing table, they got to come up with a squad
Yeah. Yeah.
for only one time purchase.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, without knowing everything, how what their numbers look like, yeah, that totally makes sense what you're saying. Shatterpoint just by design is not a high volume moneymaker. And that's obviously Legion is, right? You come out
Right,
with a box of Legion, people have to buy 3 or 6 of them.
right.
They,
Yeah,
especially if they're good. They come out with a box of Shatterpoint. I might not even buy it if I don't play that era. Like if I
that's
don't
true.
play Galactic Republic, I'm not even buying the box.
Hmm.
So you're buying less, and MCP is different because even when they come out with a Guardians of the Galaxy box like they just did, there's a model in there that would work great with maybe something else you're playing. It doesn't have to be Guardian. So you're gonna buy even so non-Guardians of the Galaxy players are gonna buy that box because they want that model because they have multiple affiliations in it. So
Which
it's yeah.
correct me. So I play Shatterpoint casually, and tell me if you do this because I think you play it more than I. I never have the urge to swap out my guys. Like I usually run them in the squads that they came in.
Oh no, I do it all the time.
Do you do it all the time? Okay,
Yeah.
then that's something I'm completely wrong on because I'm just like maybe
I,
people aren't switching it up. You know what I mean?
oh no, you're not wrong in that. Oh no, you're definitely not wrong in that. There are some boxes that play exactly like how they should, like Delta Squad, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna buy that box, play that box.
Hmm.
But no, because of the Rebels, I switched things up a lot, and so I've played multiple boxes, like 3 or 4 boxes, in one go.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But
yeah, who knows? I mean, obviously they're not going to tell us, right? But Papa Asmodeo just like, hey man, we're seeing the numbers here. Let's put this on the back burner. Is what it seems like is going on.
well, we've also kind of thought this, right? We've kind of thought that they have too much to do and not enough people to do it. So
Oh
they
yeah, you're
couldn't,
right.
right? We've kind of felt that,
Hmm.
right? I
Yeah,
think everyone kind of feels that. Oh, they can only focus on, and it's just how many people they have, probably, right? And
that's a
whether that's
valid point.
whether that's true or not, that's how we have felt that
Hmm.
they can't do all of it all at once.
Yeah,
Um, so that if they're going to focus on something, they have to focus on what's making the most money.
you're not wrong. I can only imagine being a game designer or developer for 5 games, having to put two on the shelf, and then doing 3 games, and then just being like, this is a lot, because like there's just so much character wise, and you got to balance all 3 games. It seems like a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, go ahead, finish your thought.
So yeah, I'm just hopeful. I'm hopeful. I heard I saw some of this stuff in the Discord. I was trying to like don't everyone doesn't need to abandon ship yet. Um,
Sure.
especially for our community. I mean, we're not even our local community. We're if you want to look at how many games we've played, we're like still in the first 6 months of the game.
Sure.
Because we locally have not hit Shatterpoint that hard.
Hmm.
So if I feel like even if this game did die tomorrow, we could play it for another 2, 3 years without like even noticing.
But that's the fear, though. I don't think it will because in my opinion, people like to see new things, like to see new models, and then they get the urge to play, right? When a game starts getting those new models and everything, people lose that urge. With my experience, I feel like if we don't see any announcements, people are just gonna abandon ship and go to another game because nothing excites you more to play a game than when you
Hmm.
see something coming out for the game.
Sure, sure. And we do have more stuff coming out, right? Like that's the kind of the funny thing about it. Is we already know one we have 2 boxes that are coming out soon that we haven't even seen. There's another
That we haven't seen, or you just mean the stats?
just all the stats. So we haven't seen
Oh,
all the
gotcha.
Balin
Yeah.
stats.
When is that supposed to come out?
March
March? Ooh, all
soon.
right.
I think
Okay.
it was just
All
after
right.
Adepticon.
Uh-huh.
Um, and we already know of like 4 other boxes that are coming because they would have showed at Ministrav. So we're still a year plus away before we're not even getting new stuff.
Mhm.
Um, and when they do the balance pass, see the balance pass, that's the biggest thing. They do a balance pass, then it's like new stuff.
Sure. Sure.
So
Admittedly, though, playing casually, I hate it because I'm gonna be like, oh, this person's been changed. I need to go look it up. Like, because as you know, I have my struggles with Shatterpoint. I love the models. It looks great, but the way it plays, um, I'm just not a big fan of the way it plays.
yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about that. Let's
yeah.
talk about your and Dallin's terrible takes on Shatterpoint because they were so wrong.
Okay, let's get into it then. Well, let's go with what you had a problem with the takes that I was given.
Sure. So I guess, and so we'll still do it. So for the sake of this conversation, but
Uh-huh.
for one, you shouldn't even be comparing Legion and Shatterpoint. They are totally 2 different games. You can't compare a large scale mini game and a skirmish game. So
To
we'll
be
just put that to
fair,
this. We'll
okay,
put
but
that to the side. We'll put
to
that
be
to the
fair,
side.
I didn't start this, okay?
Sure, sure,
I didn't start it. All right, go
sure.
ahead.
Your and Dallin's take that Legion is a more lethal game than Shatterpoint?
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go
Nope.
ahead. Go
You're
ahead. Go
so
ahead.
wrong.
Okay,
So
okay,
wrong.
okay.
All right. Just the physical act of taking models off the board does not mean Legion's more lethal.
Hmm.
Your game Legion has more models. Of course, more models are going to come off the board.
Yeah.
What I would say, what constitutes like what is more lethal scoring, right? What happens if you run a Jedi into a super squad in Legion on a point? Is that Jedi clearing? that squad off the point?
No.
No, right?
Mhm.
Not one turn, maybe not even two turns, maybe not even
Right.
three turns, right?
Hmm.
I run my Jedi up to a supporting character in Shatterpoint. I'm scoring that point. I'm getting them off the point. I am scoring the point, which I correlate to being lethal in the game. Just because I'm not physically taking the model off the table doesn't mean it's less lethal. My Jedi has more of an impact in Shatterpoint than Legion.
So I will agree with you. The heroes feel amazing in Shatterpoint. They feel like heroes. In Legion, not so much, right? Because it's a Grand Army game. I mean, I agree with you that maybe AMG needs to address that a little bit in Legion because it's always a feel bad when you bring a hero and they just get taken off like that.
Mhm.
However, what I will say is that like the immunity of when you attack something or you okay, positioning matters more in Shatterpoint than it does in
Sure,
Legion.
sure.
The the fact that they eliminate one of the aspect of removing units, like in Legion, is a component that I think Shatterpoint suffers from. I'll give you an example. And maybe I'm just playing Shatterpoint wrong. In my game against Daniel in the league, I all of his supports and even I think his both his second in commands were all on their last leg. Like once they activated, they would have died. But the game ended before any of that happened.
Hmm.
And so it's like evil the dark side is notorious for being more aggressive in like attacking, not as much as pushing and being strategic, right? That's what I feel. And then yeah, he just wins, and I'm just like, oh, all that damage was for nothing. And then the biggest part is I wound them, and they're immune until they activate again. So it's just like, what? That's the frustrating part for me, right?
But every time you did, I know they were still on the table, but you did wound them. You did take points away. You did score. Like so again, and this is why you it's the act of pulling the model off the table is kind of what you're looking for. There's
Right.
only eight models on the table. If you pulled them off, the game would be over in 5 minutes. You
Sure,
can't. It's a
sure.
skirmish game. It's a
You,
skirmish game. You can't do that.
you're not wrong, but like I just so like it's ironic in Legion free movements, attacking outside your turn, they got rid of, but it's highly encouraged in Shatterpoint, right? I find the most characters that are top tier are the ones that can move units outside of their turn and
Sure.
have an additional attack outside of their turn. Um, which kind of just it's
Doesn't that
just
does that
your
make it
position.
mean it's more lethal?
I I find it okay. So when I look at my skill tree, and again, this is a me problem. Okay, this is a me problem. I see I could do this amount of damage. This one wound you, Daniel. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. On the other end of that skill tree, it's all the pushings and movings and
Hmm.
everything, which I should probably do, right? But I'm just like, nah, die. And so it's just like, oh, okay, I probably should have with the moving and shoving and getting all these, free moves. And again, that's fine. That's how the game is meant to be played. It's
Yeah.
all about positioning and maneuvering and not so much as actually deleting. Even though that is a aspect in the
Yeah.
game that can contribute to taking over, points, the shoving and moving outside of turns is what matter most, I
Yeah.
think.
But every turn is more impactful than a turn in a turn in I yeah, than a turn in Legion. Yeah. Every turn's more impactful.
In what way?
You can't have a bad activation in Shatterpoint. If you do, you're going to fall behind and probably lose. All of your activate all every activation you do has to be, very much a precision, decision. You have to know what you're doing. You have to make the right decision. You have to go after the right amount, after the right point. Um, it's so much more tactical and this than Legion. You don't have to do that with Legion. You could have a a bad activation in Legion and it not ruin the game because again, again, we're comparing skirmish versus large scale. You have so many
Sure,
more activations. You
sure.
have so much more you're doing.
Hmm.
You have such a small number of things you're doing in Shatterpoint that you can't waste your turns.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just again, this is a me problem. You focus on moving and shoving and
Attacking is important too. Wounding is important.
I no, no.
It it's you sometimes you have to make the decision to shove or do that when you know you can't wound them.
So
But
I think attacking is important in the sense that if your skill tree is proactive in moving your opponents off of the objectives
sure.
versus doing damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, damage is not as impactful as the moving part is, right?
I mean, it can be some units can just jump right on the point if you don't wound them.
Sure, that's not true because and then again, that's another thing is what you just said is that would mean promoting. Hey, you know what? No, because now this is my game with Daniel. It's like even when I wounded stuff, so like they're immune from being attacked, Daniel was still moving them with his like Jedi tricks, right?
Sure.
So
They're not scoring. They're
they're
not
not correct.
contesting.
They're not scoring. And interesting, and I do like this about Shadow Point, so it's not really a dig at it, but scoring for your side is only relevant to your turn. So if it's your turn, I'm not scoring any of my points, even though I took him over. So
Mhm.
let's say you attack me, you wound me, you score that point, and then now it's my turn. I draw that card, I reactivate, I shoot you, I push you off it, I score it back. So it's like I didn't really lose anything, right? I just because I didn't score on your turn, I'm only scoring on my turn. So that's just the again, I did like that aspect of the game, but it's just yeah, yeah. So. You're right though. There are two different games.
Two different
What
games.
one's a bigger scale, in my opinion, more of like a chess piece because of the element of they could be removed from the game, and sometimes that's a feel bad moment. Where Shatterpoint, it's got that little cushion of, hey, you can have, you know, I think you can have like a bad turn,
No, can't.
and and then like you don't
I
think so?
no. Of course you can,
Sure.
but you are more likely to lose if you have one bad activation Shatterpoint versus a bad activation in Legion.
Yeah, yeah. So, but any else on those takes?
No, just we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna keep playing. It's fun. I'm gonna keep playing it, and I hope other people continue to play too.
And yeah, and like I said, the reason why I play Shatterpoint is because I love the models. They look so good and great. Even though I'm not a big fan of the gameplay, just seeing them on the board playing is amazing. Like that's what I like about Legion. But the next thing I want to talk about, and this isn't really about Legion, so this is a minor thing I want to get Nick's take on. They announced an MCP board game. Now, I don't play MCP. I love the gameplay MCP, but I'm just not a big fan of Marvel. Like I love Marvel, I just not care about the characters that as much as everybody else. Um, are you excited for this news or not?
No, no,
Why?
that was terrible. That was
Why?
terrible. That was a terrible stream.
Was
That was
it?
terrible,
It was like 5 minutes.
terrible. It was like it was like 5 minutes. So first off, the so the conspiracy theorist person inside of me, and this is probably so left left field, but you know what actually came to mind is that oh, they were gonna tell us about the announcement in that stream, but then as Modi dropped the bomb on them a day early, so they scrambled and said, "What should we say instead?" Oh, let's just tell them about the board game, because I cannot believe that they thought that needed an announcement like that.
That's fair.
That yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge board game person, but I do know that there are a crap load of board games out there. There are
Hmm.
so many freaking board games out there to play. You don't need to make a big deal about another board game.
Sure.
That was,
Y-
and again, I say this critically, to not try to pile on anyone at AMG because I know probably most of these decisions they're not even making, right? They're just trying to do the best they can with what's given to them.
mm.
That was that was sad.
You know what? Now that you say it, it might sound right because like that, I thought I was wondering to myself that was so short that they probably did want to talk about how they're putting Shatterpoint on the back burner and then announce the board game at Adepticon or closer to wherever they were going with it.
Yeah. It just seems silly. And I
Sure.
don't and they've never done that before, as far as I can remember. Like, when have they ever done a stream like that other than just for mini strav? And like, they don't usually do that. I'm not saying they can't, but it just,
Or
the timing just was super weird.
or maybe they knew the Asthma Day stuff was going to come the day before and they wanted to soften the blow with an announcement.
Well, if that, so if, and with that, if that's a thought process, that did the exact opposite. Because I think the last thing any Shatterpoint player wanted to hear after that was, "Look at this
Sure.
new MCP board game."
Sure, sure. But can you not use your MCP stuff in this?
No, my understanding is you can. I thought they said you can use the same models. Um, but if you bought the board game, you don't need to. It's gonna
Right.
come with everything you need. So
So why are
yeah.
you not particularly excited for this news?
So yeah, first, I'm not a huge board game person. I play some board games, but I'm not
Sure.
like a huge board game. And I like playing miniature games. I don't like I that's what I like.
Yeah.
I like the free flow movement of miniature games. So it's not that I don't like it. It was not exciting. It was not meaningful,
Right.
especially on the heel. I was on the heels of hearing about Shatterpoint.
Does that mean you're not going to get it?
Oh, I'm not going to get it. Oh no. Oh gosh, no. No. No.
What?
Oh no.
That's
I would never
that's
play it.
funny.
I would never play it.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. Like if they came out the Legion board game, I don't know. And but moving on from that, um, so AMG has announced a couple things. The first one I'm going to go over is they announced the Hoth Retailer Support Kit. What's into this kit is cards for Last Stand. It's a way to play a new game mode. And in it, you're going to get all of the Echo Defense cards and the Blizzard Force cards, command cards to be exact. Then you're also going to get the Imperial Probe Droid. Looks to be like a promo card, or maybe it's just a generic card. Can't really tell because it's showing the backside. And Han Solo and Luke Skywalker on the Tauntauns. More importantly, we now know their points. And I know, Nick, you have been saying, I'm going to give my opinion when we get the points. We got them. Luke Skywalker's 110. Always know for his equipables is that he can equip a force power because the rest of it is blocked by Han Solo. Han Solo is 90 points and he can equip a command slot, a training slot, a gear slot, and a comm slot. So, do you think that's enough for these characters? The points in general.
Points on Han, I guess, are okay. Points on Luke, no.
What
I
is
just
Commander
don't.
Luke right now?
He's 120, which also makes no sense. and and that may go to how they've said they're gonna, the new stuff is gonna be priced more at the points they think and not necessarily related to the old points.
Mhm.
Um, isn't this too much? I can bring a generic operative or commander for like 70 to 80 points.
Sure.
That does almost just as much. They don't. Here's and the more I've thought about these two,
Mhm.
kind of even outside the points, they're on a Tauntaun. Why? Why are either of these characters on Tauntaun?
What do you mean? Why? That's cool.
What on them is giving them what a Tauntaun does? These cards are just regular infantry models.
Don't they have RAM?
They have Ram 1.
That's a big deal. RAM one is a
No,
good keyword.
Ram 1 is garbage. You're gonna get one turn.
I
Where
mean, sure.
what do tauntauns? What's the difference between a tauntaun and a trooper?
Uh,
What's the difference? What's the difference when you? What's the
there's
difference?
no. I mean, they got a bigger base. That's the difference, and they're taller.
Nope, you're missing the big key point. And we've talked about before. They're speed 3.
Oh yeah, these are speed too.
There's
Yeah.
these are speed 2 tauntauns. These are just infantry's models. They're not. Why are they on tauntauns?
I mean, y-
They're
yeah.
they're literally just on tauntauns so they can get shot to pieces and can't hide behind rain. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen to them.
Yeah. Yeah,
And they
they
gave him
will.
Spur with
Hmm.
Courage 2. Why is
Yeah.
Luke Courage 2?
This is
Every
scaredy
other
cat Luke. He's scared.
wait, wait a minute. The Commander Luke from earlier's Courage 3.
But he's got the victory jacket on, so he's feeling himself. You know what I mean?
Why is he Courage 2? They gave Spur, they didn't give him Speed 3. They gave Spur to Courage 2 models. If I use that Spur, they're going to be suppressed for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
They're huge targets. They're going to get shot. The more I've thought about it, it almost doesn't. They'd have to be super dirt cheap, I feel like, to do anything. And their dice are terrible. The amount
Yeah.
of dice and the dice are throwing, if I want to compare against, just the Wii bikes that are coming out, that they're going to throw 10 dice a turn, they're not, their dice is meh.
Yeah. You're valid. Valid.
I just don't get it now. I don't get it. And maybe if Luke, maybe force powers were priced better, then
I
maybe a
agree.
Tauntaun Luke with force powers would be interesting. But I'm not going to spend 40 points to put force push on him with no mastery
Hmm.
and make him 150.
Yeah. You,
So I'm
you,
disappointed. I
you're
know, I
not
know.
wrong. Like the fact that they don't have, you're right. The fact that they don't have speed three, and the fact that they don't have agile one, is a travesty. I feel like they're on a tauntaun. Why does the regular tauntauns have agile one, and these don't have agile one? And
And Luke doesn't even
again,
surge to crit. He surges to hit.
yeah, yeah,
Why?
because I don't know, Nick. You got me. You're not wrong. And again, I think tauntauns are 100 points or 90 points.
90. And
And
they're
I,
overcosted.
yeah, I've been saying they need to come down in points. So they need to be lowered in points. But they get 4 health, so that's 8 health.
Hmm.
And Han is white save 6.
He's 6. He has uncanny luck, it's okay, but I
White
mean,
save be white saves though.
yeah.
And then Luke did get red saves, but
He's
you're
red
right.
save.
You can
He's red
suppress him.
save.
And that's the biggest weakness for Grievous, like regular Grievous, is the
Hmm.
courage 2. You can suppress him,
Yeah.
and there goes that move. And I believe he does have relentless. I mean, I guess he could still move and shoot, right? Or
Yeah,
move and
he does.
ramp, I
Well,
think.
yeah, he has relentless, but almost practically every hero, especially a Jedi, has charge or relentless. Like, so it's not like, I mean, okay, you could say he's getting relentless because he's on the Tauntaun. Okay, whoopee, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that
Hmm.
much. You're not gonna be, you're not gonna be one of shooting with this thing. You're gonna need to get engaged, otherwise you're gonna get shot to pieces.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
So yeah, the points. I mean, so yeah, like I said, 90 for Han, that's okay. 110 for Luke. I just feel like that's too high. Just because I don't feel like they're gonna last that long.
Sure. Sure.
So no, I'm disappointed. I pre-ordered them.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered them. They're coming, but
You're gonna play them.
I'm gonna play
Uh,
them.
are you gonna go
But
do an echo-based defender kind of?
no, because when they actually give me a real battle force, I'll do echo-based defenders.
Yeah, I'm with you. These kind of seem lackluster. Again, I don't know what the hate is on Tauntauns. Tauntauns are amazing.
Yeah,
So
I think Courage 3 is just a the Speed 2 versus Speed 3 is just a mistake. I don't. The Spur instead of the Spur 3 is ridiculous.
I think they need to do a new thing with the creature token or creature trooper keyword to give them something. Because right now it's just creature troopers are just regular troopers. There's nothing new or
Well, they
significant
can
about it.
withdraw and shoot, right? They can still do that. If I
Yeah,
remember,
yeah,
yeah,
Tauntauns can still do that, and
still do
and
that.
Dewbacks can still do that. So,
Hmm.
but I mean, yeah, I mean that might be a thing. You go bounce off of something, you know.
But you look at their dice are throwing. Han is throwing a rainbow for his shooting. So
Hmm.
one black, one white, one red. I
And well, he can't even shoot when he withdraws because he doesn't have relentless.
Oh, you're right. So you can't
Yeah,
even do it. So only
and
Luke can, and Luke's
yeah,
throwing just 3 black and a red, which is not terrible, but I mean, It's not. It's the only surge hit.
It's not Pierce.
That's right. It's not
So
Pierce. Gosh, yes. Stupid thing.
I mean, you got long shot, so there's that for you.
I guess.
And what's okay? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It just says long shot.
Hmm.
So if you have two aims, I think technically you can shoot at range four. Three aims,
No.
you can shoot at range five.
No. Long shot you can only use once. I don't.
Okay.
I have never heard that before. I'm pretty sure you can only use one aim token to increase it by one.
You're probably right. Give me a unit that has long shot on it.
Uh, marks, not marksman. Uh, short troopers. Short troopers. Um, Commander Luke has long shot. Um,
Okay, yeah, you're right. It just says long shot. For some reason, I thought it said long shot one. So you're absolutely right.
yeah.
Most is
Yeah,
giving us
I just
range
have
three.
only one aim token maybe spent this way.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't. And again, when I look at like Callus, I look at the generic commanders, I feel like they're priced above all those. So unless they like come out with some more command cards, which we already know they're not, because we've seen the back of the box and there's only three cards or whatever. So you're not getting these probably for any great command card effects. I I feel like
Well,
they're priced as speed three tauntauns, and they're not.
now the way they did the custom is they usually gave like two command cards for them, right? A one pip, a three pip, a
Hmm.
two pip, a three pip, like right? So maybe that's what they're doing here. And maybe those hopefully, probably doubtably, command cards are gonna be really good because like that's one of the reasons why the customs, aside from all the free force powers the custom SCDs get, they that three pip is so good, right? In fact, I think the three pip changes games. Um, what if you get a card command card like that?
Maybe that makes it worth it. Sure,
Mm.
maybe that makes it worth it. Yeah.
But another like debate that I think is interesting is we used to have heroes that cost a lot, probably fair what they costed. Now it seems that whoever costs the cheapest is the one to always take. Now I know that's always going to be a thing with meta users, but like before AIMG got the game, you'd see people run Vader, um, Maul, Dooku, stuff like that, because they made of a more of an impact on the game. And like Krennic was kind of good, but not really good. Where now Krennic's really good because he does all these things and he's cheap. Callus is the same way. He's good because he does all these things and he's cheap. And it seems to me the trend is like it's like Sunfax a prime example. He's just cheap, and
Hmm.
because of those keywords, it makes him good. It's like, so are we just trying to make everything lowered to where you feel good of taking it and then get your cake and eat it? You know what I mean?
Well, I think they have to. They have to because of the way the game plays now. We've kind of talked about it, right? The heroes don't control the board as much as they used to in the old game when they could just grab a box and keep that box for the rest of the game, right? This is
Right.
just not how it's played anymore. Now we're getting some more objectives that are kind of like that. So I guess we could see if that plays into it with the new card pack coming.
Mm,
Um, but that I think that's why they got to be cheaper because they don't control the board like they used to.
I agree. Yep. 100%. Um, yeah, you're not wrong, Nick. You're not wrong. But moving on, the other thing I wanted to talk about before we get to the meat and potatoes of the conversation is that Gray Squadron Gaming had did a box opening of the Star Wars Legion Weekly Organized Play Kit 1 Blind Booster Pack. Now, I'm super excited for this whenever we get them because I think this is going to incentivize a lot more people to come out and play because you got a check mark off on your little check off sheet, and then you get a blind booster pack, and then you get cool stuff in it. And so some of those cool stuff is, well, specifically in this blind booster pack, is you can get any of the Vader cards for, I believe, the Commander Vader cards. No, no, no. These is operative Vader cards for that are hollowed. All of Marl's six cards that are hollowed. Sabine's all her cards hollow, and then operative Luke that all of his cards are hollow. What's also in these packs are super, promo art cards. that are kind of like golded out with black in the background. Commander Luke, which is ironic because you get you get uh, operative Luke's command cards, but you get Commander Luke's cards. So that's a weird take on that one, but that's what you get. You also get Operative Vader. I could be Commander Vader, could be wrong about that one, but I'm pretty sure it's Operative Vader. You get Shadow Collective Maul, and then you get Sabine. Really cool arts, and then what seems to be unique about this blind booster pack, and I'm super excited for, I know you're probably not, Nick, is that one of Maul's command card is a different art and it is gold and black. So it seems like if they go forward with these blind booster packs, if these really hit off at local stores, um, this might be the trend of just like, okay, one unit is going to have a special thing in it. And it looks like in this one, it's focused on Maul, right? Because Maul's got 6 command cards that are hollowed. You get the Golden Black promo Shadow Collective Maul, and then you'll get, if you're lucky enough, a different version of Phantom Menace that is also black and white. And it looks to see like one out of every box. There's a golden icon of Shadow Collective's symbol of the hand, and there's only one in that box, it seems like. So one person can get that and really show it off. So what do you think about that, Nick? Are you excited for these? Now I know you're not a big, you play only Rebels, but you do get Sabine and Luke. What's notably is that you do not get anything CIS, unless you count Maul's, command cards for CIS, and you get no Republic. So that's probably going to be in another blind booster box, hopefully.
I'm excited about these. No.
Okay, why?
I I don't know the cards. I mean, I guess I'm not. I guess okay. All right, I'll take some cards, sure.
Yeah,
But I think if anything, it's gonna be kind of waiting for ones you want. Like right, like so you're
yeah,
excited about this one because it's mall, right?
yeah.
Like all those ones you named, I'm kind of like,
Right.
like okay,
Yeah.
like I guess I could wait to see what else comes out.
Mhm.
But no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I shouldn't poo-poo it. It's a good idea, and I'm it's good that they're doing it because I think there is definitely some people that would be inspired to play some more games to get that. So
Yeah. Yeah, which, and I agree with you. I think it's definitely going to be a hero-based kind of thing where, maybe in another blind booster, it's going to be Mandalorian. And he's going to
mhm.
have maybe a special card in there that I know you'll probably be excited to get. Which I need to pay you back if that ever does come out because you got me that cool Darth Maul from Star Wars Celebration.
Oh,
And I love that picture so much, and I can't believe you gave me. Thank you for that giving it to me. But I've been thinking in my head, I gotta pay Nick back somehow. But it's like nothing good comes out for his faction. I don't know what to do, man. But yeah, I do like this because it incentivizes people coming in to get cool promos. Everyone's fan of cool
yeah.
promo stuff. And if it's the character you like, this is a cool way to get that. And down the line, hopefully they do more and they have different characters that other people will be excited to get too. So yeah, super excited for these. Hopefully we get them soon. I think we'll get them at the end of March or something like that.
Yeah, it feels like everything's coming out after Adepticon
Yeah.
happens, which I guess that makes sense. To not shake things up, but yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, we finally got the 2026 Grand Tournament and Prize Wall kits. Something I've been waiting for because I plan to be going to Bay Open and play this so then I could go do the IS, hopefully in LVO. But what's notably about this is before I read this off to you, Nick, and I know you probably read it already, is we now know Grand Admiral Thrawn's points, which is 110, and I think we I don't know if we already knew what he can equip, but I
We
think we could
I
tell
think
now.
I think we knew. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we just knew the front of the card. I knew we knew the front of the card, but
Yeah, I think we definitely knew the front of his cards,
yeah.
not the equipables in his points. But the big thing here is we have Mace Windu. Not only his card. We have the full card. We got the back
Yeah,
of his points and
yeah.
what everything he equipped and everything that he can do. And my favorite, a new mastery. One thing that I loved about this game is that every time a new Jedi came out, or a Force user for that matter, they came with a cool Force power. Now AMG kind of deal with the new Force powers for probably balancing reasons, um, but having a new mastery, I think is pretty awesome, and I love
They
that
they
about
made
that.
a bunch of new force powers. They're all on your droids.
Uh, yeah, you're not wrong. And they technically did come out with some new force powers that nobody used because they're not even that great.
Yeah.
Uh, but before we go over our opinions on Mace Windu, I'm gonna read off what you're gonna get in this GT kit. So if you win the GT, you're gonna get the Grand Tournament Trophy featuring Nick Hondo Anaka art. You're also gonna get a mission dashboard theme in the first motif, which looks pretty cool. It's purple. The top two are gonna get acrylic tokens. They're gonna be Suppression, Suppression 2, Wound 1, Wound 2, Wound 3, and Wound 4. The top four are gonna get acrylic range rulers, additional acrylic ruler for point 5 and 1.5 range. The top eight, you're gonna get Bad Batch with the Clone Force 99 art, Han Solo titled Reluctant Hero, the Wookiee Warriors titled Noble Fighters, Imperial Death Troopers Director Orson Krennic titled Architect of Terror. I'm assuming those are all unit cards. And then for participating, you're gonna get Kalani titled Super Tractor Droid, which is I'll get in that in a minute. See You in Hell for Han Solo, titled Reluctant Hero. Stories, so many of them, true for the Hondo Onaka. General Kenobi titled Knowledge and Defense, Aerial Assault, Boba Fett titled Making His Way in the Galaxy. And then you're also going to get translucent black dice for attack rolls, translucent red dice for red defense rolls. Now, if I understand translucent correctly, but I could be wrong, that's see-through, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're going back to the see-through.
I guess they, it's hard to tell from the picture.
Yeah,
Now the red dice we've never had. So
true. And
those,
the black.
n
We've never had clear black dice or black red.
no, have we? Or, oh, I
Uh-uh.
guess we haven't. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Okay. Yeah. So the black's even new. Maybe it's just the picture, but the black doesn't look different at all.
No.
It just looks like a regular black die, but I'm sure it'll look different in person.
And to be
The red,
fair, they probably had to make it pop, right? So if it was see through, you would just see right through it for the image, I guess.
sure. The red dice look cool. I think I like last year's better though. I like
Marble,
the
the marble do
marbled.
look good. Yeah, they do look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just excited to put more clear dice on my in my bag so people could be like, what is that? I can't see it. I'm like, it's a crit man. Sorry.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask you, Nick. Well, first let me go on a little tangent. We're getting another Kalani. We just got Kalani. Like I feel like we just got some of these, and they're just doing different art. So I could be totally wrong.
Wasn't this is didn't you say one of the ones was Grievous? And haven't we had a lot of Grievous too, I think? Or is
Yeah,
this
there is
Grievous
one
Wheelbike or
Grievous.
is this Grievous Wheelbike?
This is Grievous Willbike.
Oh,
But
okay. I guess that's new.
what I'm gonna ask you, Nick, is how do you get Hondo, Thrawn, Grievous, Mace Windu, and for that matter, Clone Captain Rex?
What do you mean, how do you?
How are you gonna get those? They're plastered on the image as if they're part of the price wall kit. And
Well,
everything I just read to you does not mention a single one of them.
because remember there's a difference between GT and Prize Wall. Prize Wall is just Adepticon. So if you go to remember if you go to
Oh.
Adepticon, if you go to Adepticon, you play games, you earn tickets, and all of this stuff is available. You don't have to even win the tournament. You can get this stuff by getting tickets off of the prize wall. So you go to Adepticon, you could you can't get it all, obviously, but you could pick from different things on here. You win a GT like at Bay Area or LVO, there's just certain things that are part of the GT that you get.
Well, that's a little disappointing, because it seems like I'm reading it right now, and there's no mention of that the prize wall kits are only going to be for Adepticon. So
But it says the announcement said the grand tournament and prize wall kits.
note. Oh wait, note certain kits may see minor adjustment. Oh no, that's nothing.
Like the big announcement, the big picture was grand tournament and prize
Yeah,
wall kits.
yeah. No, you're not
And and
wrong.
and the prize wall kits is Adepticon. There's always been things
Ugh,
you could go get at Adepticon that weren't like just at the random grand tournaments.
that's kind of disappointing because I was just
Uh,
like, what?
that's how it's always been, though. That's how it's been every year.
Sure, sure. Because what card? I remember there was a card at Adepticon that we wanted to know what it did to, and we saw it at Adepticon as part of the prize wall. Do you remember? It was last year.
Oh, I don't
It
remember.
it was a new unit that hadn't come out yet, and it showed what it did because everyone was posting it, and so we finally knew what it did, the price point or what it contributed as far as the keywords. And you could only get it at Adepticon, so I wonder if that's what they're doing here too. Um, but man, that kind
Are
of
you
burst my bubble.
are you thinking of Bad Batch when Bad Batch came out?
Oh yes, yes, when Bad Batch, because we didn't know what Bad Batch did,
Yeah,
and
and they handed out Bad Batch cards at Adepticon.
yes, yes, you're right, it was Bad Batch. Um, because Bad Batch has a promo card, right?
I think that's it. I think just that what was handed out at Adepticon.
Yeah, yeah, because
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head if it's a promo card or if it was actually the unit card. I assume it was a promo card because you could just buy the box and get the unit card, right?
It was a unit card, but it was a promo of it.
Of it, okay. Oh man, that means I'm not gonna get this General Grievous one.
Well, so I mean, they do have some cards in the Grand Tournament. Here's the thing too, they might eventually come out in some of the organized play kits.
Sure, sure.
Because, for example, they like in the SharePoint MCP at Adepticon, they had the big plastic character cards
Hmm.
that you could get off the prize wall. But then they also made some that came out in the organized play kits too. So
Okay. Well, dang. If you're, I hope you're wrong, but I think you're right. All right. Well, moving on to the meats and potatoes.
we didn't talk about the most awesome thing about the prize announcement.
What's
The MCP dice. They look cool.
uh I I didn't think I saw the dice. I think I like the Shatterpoint dice. I think those look cool.
The MCP dice look pretty cool. I don't
Uh
know.
I can't remember off the top of my
They're
head.
green. They're like a light neon green.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it right here. Okay. Yeah, they do look cool. I
Look
mean,
cool.
especially for like a Green Lantern DC, like a
I
Hulk kind of dice, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but I think I might want those dice more than the Legion
It
dice.
makes sense. It makes sense, right? Especially since you've been playing a lot more MCP, like those dice look pretty cool. Like I do like
Yeah.
those dice. I don't know about the range. Like, are you excited anything else about it or just
Well, no, because again, all that other stuff
mm.
is all prize wall or to the winners of the grand tournament, which that will not be me. But I can go 1 in 5 and get 6 dice.
Do you feel like it probably is, huh? LVO is going to be only a GT you're going to go to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't make it to Bay Area just because the holiday weekend it's on.
Hey, MG, give us more GTs in California. Just do
Yeah,
it.
one's a start. One's a
That's
start.
true. That's true. So, thankfully, you gave us one. Gave us one. Um, but yeah, I saw the shadow points. And I was like, oh man, shadow point dice look cool.
Yeah, they're good
Like,
too.
yeah, and I'm excited about the one we're getting for Legions. And I think they will look different once we see them in person.
Yeah, I mean the red dice look cool. I'm translucent black dice. I'm kind of miffy. I'm meh on that, but the red ones look okay.
They're gonna be a lot better than the white dice, that's for sure. I think the white dice are the worst one, the
Sure.
clear
Yeah,
ones.
they're unusable.
Yeah, yeah. I roll them out of spite now. I'm just like Um, but moving on, we got the actual stats for Mace Windu. So Mace Windu at a steep price, Nick, is gonna be 165. He's gonna have three force powers, a command slot,
Hmm.
two training. So he's got a lot of equipables. That's gonna make him
Yeah.
really expensive. He has jump one, he has charge, compel core trooper, deflect, immune to pierce, master of the force one, and vapard. Did I say that right?
That I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
That one?
Vaped?
It's some,
Vapad?
yeah, it's his own unique style. I know that. Mastery.
Vapid.
Vapid. Yeah, you're probably right. He's got 6 health, courage 3. He surges defend, which is huge.
Hmm.
Kind of makes deflect useless a little bit. Surges to crit. He's a speed 2. He has his lightsaber, which is impact 2, pierce 2. He rolls 3 reds, 1 white, 2 black. And then he has Force Crush, which is range 1 to 2, and that has Blast, Suppressive, and more importantly, Immobilize 1. What do you think, Nick? Do you think we're going to see a lot of this being the meta play, or do you think this is going to be a fun unit?
So it's hard to say without knowing what his mastery does, because that's going to be
And his
huge.
command cards.
And his command cards, yeah, command cards too, right? Master
Yep.
and the master's command cards. But the first thing that jumped out to me, and again, it just ticks me off. Why are the dice so crappy on this lightsaber? What is the why do they could I don't understand why they keep putting white dice on a lightsaber. It makes no sense.
Because they're Jedis. They're not aggressive fighters.
No,
They're
no, no.
defensive.
BS, BS. I pulled up the other ones that are very similar. Anakin, 5 red. Dooku, 5 red. Vader, 6 red. All 165, 170 point commanders with 6 health, or Vader's the only one that's different. And, even Dooku with his Surge Defend, Courage 3, he's very similar to Dooku.
Mm.
Why is he rolling 2 black and a white on his lightsaber? Especially when they're making super squads. They're coming out with wheel bikes that can attack me 3 times.
Mhm.
It just makes no sense. What? And again, going back to you and Dallin saying lightsabers more lethal in Legion, BS. This is crap. This is so crap.
You're not wrong. I mean, maybe it has to do with his mastery. Um, who knows? I don't know. Like,
I mean,
I
unless
hope
his mastery says add 3 red dice to your pool every time you attack, it
maybe,
does
maybe I don't know. But I mean, 3 red's nothing to sneeze at, right?
not no,
I
no,
mean,
not in this game.
because Yoda
No.
has 4.
Yoda can attack twice.
That's
So unless
true. That's
Mace
true.
Windu's attacking
That's true.
twice,
Mhm.
it's the maybe a long time ago, 3 red meant something. 3 red means nothing. It means nothing.
Yeah.
You have units throwing 10 dice at you constantly.
I think this is a hot take. I think all hero units should be able to attack twice or have the ability to use both actions to attack twice, i.e., named heroes. So, like, no super attack droids, no general, like regular
Generics.
command. Yeah. Uh, those that are like trained to fight, I feel like should all have the ability to attack twice every turn. Then I think your hero will be worth it.
Yeah, because he's 165.
Hmm.
And again, who knows? Maybe they have a grand plan, and when he comes out, Force Push will be 10 points again. I don't know. But if you put any force powers on him, he's going to be like the other, like Yoda, and he's going to be 200 points plus.
Yep.
And is he really going to affect the game with about that point cost if he can't actually kill anything?
I mean, well, if we think about it, all those that are priced that high, the command cards are really impactful,
They
right?
are, sure. So we can see what this
Hmm.
guy does.
So hopefully his command cards really turn the game upside down. And like Jose said, and I agree with him, I hope he has a command card that says Shatterpoint. That would be awesome. But you're
He has
not
to have a
wrong.
command card that says this party's over. That's what he has to have in the command
Yes, yes, I agree. Or sit down, Skywalker. That would be awesome.
card. Take a seat.
There you go.
Yeah,
Take a
there you
seat.
go.
Take a seat.
There you go. Shatterpoint. This party's over. Take a
Take a
seat.
seat.
Three
Yeah,
command cards.
there you go. Um, I'm a little worried about Mace Windu. I think his kit looks cool. I kind of agree with you on the lightsaber. I'm hoping the mastery does something really crazy. His command cards are going to be a little impactful. I do like the Crush. Do you like Crush?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, blast and the mobilize,
Yeah, the Mobilize is really good.
mobilize.
And I think in Mobilize you have to wound to get it right.
Correct. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
bummer. It's only mobilize one though,
Sure,
because
sure, but I mean, yeah,
you're
yeah.
not really probably immobilizing anyone. You're just making
Mhm.
them slower. If it's
Right.
mobilize two, then it'd be more impactful.
Yeah. Uh, but I mean, yeah, I guess that would also be a feel bad because then he'd definitely be worth his points at 165 because then you could just shut someone down a whole turn of just not moving, which, as
I
we
mean,
know,
there's other units that could do that. Din can do it with his Amban. I
sure.
mean, so it's not like that's. Yeah, your stupid tactical
Uh,
droids.
Having all the force powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I can't get over this white dice and lightsabers.
Well, again, he's priced pretty high, and I feel like the reason why Yoda came down so much, in fact, all the Force users came down so much, especially in Gar, is because their units cost a lot already. So taking Mace Windu with other units, it's gonna be a hard sell if his
Well,
command cards don't really do much.
Anakin's 170.
Yeah, but he does a lot. He is probably with one of the units that can activate outside of his turn, which they've been
Sure.
shutting down, with all these new errata and changes to keywords. So those that could do that outside of the turn has a real significant impact on the game. Um, and of course, Anakin's command cards are really good, right? The fact that he can move 3 times.
But I
Um,
but I feel like I haven't been seeing a lot of Anakin.
you're not wrong, and that's another worry coming out for Mace Windu is because of all the points that we made about heroes not being that much impactful in the game. Um, Grievous is a different story, other than the fact that he can get there and throw lots of dice and has good defense. Like he has all three of the things you want in Legion.
Hmm.
Whereas in everybody else, you're probably taking customs or a really cheap unit because you want your army to be doing the heavy lifting, not your hero, right?
It'd be hilarious if they lower his points before he comes out, just like they did with the marksman.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they have to. I mean, I don't know. Again, not until we see his command cards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and his mastery. Who knows? I
yeah.
mean, maybe I don't know. It would have to be really impactful, I feel like, though. Like something that's gonna actually move, the it to, move people off points, or because he can't kill anything anymore in one turn.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. In fact, in my opinion, and this is a hot take, I think Maul has the best mastery, because it gives him 3 actions. I hope Mace Windu's mastery is better than that. I hope it does something that doesn't, really partake for lightsabers, right? Because most of the masteries are for lightsabers, where Maul's is unique in that it gives him a third action. And I hope that's the same for Mace Windu. If that does something very different that can contribute to the battlefield.
that
Compel Core Trooper is a unique
yeah,
choice because I feel like all of the Republic units are Courage too.
yeah. How much is that going to come into play? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, like there's gonna really no reason to compel a unit.
guess it
Um,
will happen. I guess it can, but
sure, sure, but yeah, you're not wrong. It can happen. And suppressing a unit and panicking a unit is an important thing to do in the game. Um, so yeah, I don't know. What letter grade would you give this? If
that's
just
hard.
just going off the not knowing the command cards, like face value.
Okay, face value, F. I get that lightsaber's garbage. It makes me so mad. And I don't even play Republic. It just brings me back to Ahsoka and her crappy lightsaber.
I'm split between a C and a B, so I'll give it a B minus. Because I'm thinking at face value, I mean, Surge Defense doesn't need that. It's still gonna be a hard to kill unit that can zone a POI. You just probably don't play at that POI if that happens, right? Because that's a very
Yeah,
important
it's
unit.
just gonna be it's gonna be 200 points when it's all said and done.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
I feel like, and maybe this would have been too good, but why not relentless instead of charge? When are you ever gonna use
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
force crush?
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Or though, you know what? And again, maybe do be too good, but I feel like they missed an opportunity that force crush should have been melee to do. Why can't he do it in melee?
hmm hmm I mean, I don't know. You're not wrong. So that way they can't withdraw, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, face value. We'll see what it is. I'm excited for it. I'm excited we're finally getting Mace Windu. Um, but it's kind of been like the custom Jedi's for the Republic. I'm not sure how the meta is going for the Republic right now. But I don't really see a whole lot of custom Jedi's on the table. So again, AMG, make Force users great again. I'm gonna get the hat. I'm gonna wear it at LVO. All right, Nick. I've held you here long enough. Any last words?
Stupid tauntauns.
Uh, please, locals and outsiding. Oh, I guess it doesn't really pertain to you, but if you have the gas, why not? Uh, really consider about joining the league. It'd be a good time to get a lot of Legion game in, and you can get a lot of points, and get cool prizes. I know Roman's always got goodies, that he's ready to share with us. So that's going to be happening March 20th. So go ahead and let them know to sign up. It will be in our Discord. I'll actually have a link in our Discord in the little chat box for the YouTube. So yeah, come check us out. Until next time, see ya.
See ya.